Alright, so I think we're back. Sorry about that, guys. The internet just absolutely went out and did so for 15 minutes. I thought it was going to be off the whole night, but apparently they got it back. So, where were we? Gaz, you were just being very much hit, right? A lot of times.
And I failed the fortitude save.
Right, so you were stupefied to 1 here. So, with that, I think that'll be you. You feel a lot of the heat from these guys. This one here, they're going to take a step, or a little bit of a glide there,
Oh.
and go into a flank against Kiba, with the other one that was attacking Parent there. You will not bring hope to your friends. Their souls are ours, and so will yours. I need a fortitude save.
Oh.
29? That'll be a success, though. Able to still defend your mind a little bit there as they make another strike as their third action there, which will be a hit. To find yourself, yeah, just without your armor, it's harder to defend yourself. 20 damage there. So,
That's a lot.
going over to this one here. They are going to strike at Yarmos. They seem to each have their own target here.
Do I need more fortitude?
Oh, sorry, yes, you would have. So, roll me one more. 2 on the dice. Not going to be enough to get past that stupefaction. Stupefied 2 seems to be scaling with more claw strikes, the more your mind is rent. And Yarmos, you are critically struck there for a total of 32
Wonderful.
points of damage. So each of them tears into each of you. This is looking dicey for you guys. That'll be a hit.
I'm gonna... Wait, did I hit...
This is the second one that's hitting, yeah. 17 here.
Wait, I've already used 2 of them, though. I think that... Okay, I think that's right. I already used one on,
Right.
Giraffe.
So, Yarmos, 17 more damage and another fortitude save.
2 fort saves, right? Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, you didn't take it first. So, unfortunately...
I'll reroll the second one.
Okay.
Is this bad?
Guess gotta start figuring something out. Each of them seems to be trying to keep you guys apart rather than fighting together. So 20 there is still a failure. You're stupefied 2 at this point.
Wonderful.
They go for their third map. Match 1. Sorry, I interrupted you there, Yarmos.
I would love to see what happens when I hit stupefied whatever
Yeah,
condition.
you might see. But Giraffe, we go over to your turn.
I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to stride over here.
Okay. They don't seem fast enough.
Cool. So, as a reminder, the damage of both my double slice are combined for the purposes of resistances.
They are. Okay.
I don't think we did this last time.
Oh yeah.
We'll do that.
Yeah, we should definitely combine those, yeah. So, first attack, definitely a hit. Quick slice, deals 15 damage to them. And this first one will take all the resistance out of it, as it seems to still do that sort of coalescing around your strikes. This one will hit as well, though as you strike in, you sort of take the advantage of your quick strikes and make it all combined. So, they'll take an extra 10 damage from this. So, 17, yes, it's going to reduce to 7, but we'll add 10, of course. And what was the other one that you attacked and hit twice? This one here?
I think it was the one above Yarmos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just do another
pretty sure
minus 10
it
to
was that
that one. Just to be fair to your abilities.
That should be my turn.
All
Now
right.
hidden under the tree. They definitely can't see me.
So, as you rush into the tree there, Yarmos, also feeling the heat just as Gaz, what do you do?
Yeah, Yarmos quaffs the elixir of life.
Mhm.
And I can finally use the use button on this because it's for me.
Mm-hmm. Pour this life into yourself. Getting a little bit of extra healing there.
He's then gonna scamper off over to over around to the other side to perhaps set up flanking for future. But
Sure.
it's also not a big deal. If not, and then last turn he's going to valet to himself. He has familiar to valet to him his last elixir of life and a Dracoarch mutagen, and that's the first turn.
Okay.
Nasty little grabbers. Ugh.
Look at this one here. Even though it can't see Parenth, they're still going to attack just based on their imprecise senses. They'll have to roll a DC 11 flat check to get you a hit, and with the 2 there, it's going to miss. You won't hide from death. Not for long. But with a natural 20 being resisted there as well as they really try to rend into you, but you're already away from them. Only one of those did hit though, so roll the damage here. So you take 16 points of damage and you do need a fortitude save.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay. Just feel those claws rending at your mind. Trying to push back against it. 23 is exactly the DC that you needed to meet, so you're safe enough for now. That is its turn. Kiba, over to you. Spark Courage waves.
Yeah. I'm gonna approach this situation. I'm gonna need to move, so I'm keeping that in mind. I'm gonna try shooting the injured one on the right.
Shooting. With
See how that goes. Try to shoot out a phase bolt at it.
okay. Sling off this energy towards it. 19 on the stupefaction roll will be fine, so you're able to sort of apparate the spell. Though when you
Ooh,
attack,
jeez.
yeah, you're gonna have a hard time hitting. Remember, your attack roll with stupefied is also going to be reduced. You're only trained in those attacks. It's
Yeah.
not actually going to succeed very often
It
at all.
doesn't seem worthwhile. It was worth a try just to see how it does. I'm gonna have to reposition.
Pushing under the tree here as well.
I'll go there.
Alright. So, with that, we're gonna go to Parenth here. Parenth, in your invisibility, what do you do?
I'm gonna take a little gamble here.
Glitter dust, okay. Against their reflex. Remember, it has to be on a corner, so there. But, with that,
Dazzling might be very helpful here, if it works.
this dazzling spray of glitter reaches out towards them. One fails, one critically fails, in fact. So, one is actually going to be blinded for a round and dazzled for 10 minutes. Or, yeah,
Well, that could have
dazzled for 10.
been a fireball saving throw.
Ooh, that's one going after Kiba. That's good.
One is dazzled for 1 minute, and the other is succeeding, so it doesn't have any invisibility, not affecting them there. But yeah, can affect them for a while.
Last action. I am going to move as well.
Alright, fleeing into the darkness in your invisibility cloak there, past your allies, away from these threats here. I imagine you wouldn't have your torch.
Yeah, that's only for the stream, basically.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, you do have a little bit of camp light, so it's not a situation that light is required too much. Gaz, we go to you.
Well, first things first, battle medicine on himself.
Okay.
Second. Well, of course, use assurance.
$25. Healing. Patching up those claw wounds.
Next, I'll do an overdrive.
And that'll be a critical success as you really pump things into gear here.
Oh yeah, we need that.
Excellent. Final action. I will try to hit the guy below me.
Okay. With the flank with
Uh,
Giraffe.
And just for the record, I don't know if this plays into this, but I do have a silver and cold iron weapon.
Does not play in, unfortunately.
Heck.
Their forms seem to just be amorphous, and that is what's causing their resistance. That'll be a critical strike, but even if you press the critical button, it will be reduced against these guys.
I still want to roll a critical just to see what I
Of
miss
course.
out on.
That sounds like the opposite of a good idea for your mental health being.
As you strike out, a lot of
Oh.
it still is absorbed by it, but it doesn't seem like they have too much energy to keep fighting. This one's already pretty injured.
But it was an almost max damage roll as well. Good grief.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and they should be rolling fortitude save. 13. That'll be a success.
That's my turn.
Alright, now going over to theirs. Don't let them run. We've each been promised one of their souls. Take them. This one was attacking Giraffe, so it goes down towards Giraffe here and strikes out at them. 14 will unfortunately critically strike you, Giraffe. As these guys' claws rend
I'm
harshly.
doing a redemption on that one.
Okay. Trying to redeem against this one. Reduce its damage just a bit. Actually, quite a bit, because of the mix. Only 18 damage to Giraffe. I need a
Thank
fortitude
you.
save. I'll roll their second attack while you're doing so. Miss on that. You're succeeding. Just fine. So, with that one. This one here, still focused on Gaz, and not much caring that they are surrounded. They're just gonna keep rending and clawing and raking at Gaz here. 3 strikes out. 2, 3. All 3 of them miss, as Gaz, you're able to use your sort of overdriven fist to defend yourself from every single one. That one's turn is done. Now this one, still capable of hearing, it is going to go towards where it saw or heard Kiba. So it is going to fly all the way around to the other side
Am
here.
I able to make an opportunity attack?
Yes, as it sort of flies a little bit low there to get maximum distance. You can make the strike. 2 on the dice, though. Do you have hero points?
I'm gonna save those for double slices.
Okay. With that, though, flies around and will make 2 strikes against Kiba there. But each of these comes with the caveat that you're invisible to them. So the second attack, which was a critical, actually misses, but the first attack, which also was a critical because you don't have your armor on, still hits. So 32 damage to you, Kiba, with a fortitude save.
Ooh, reroll.
Natural 1, okay. That time,
Says it
succeed.
better.
Pushing away that sort of claw at your mind there. That's going to be that one's turn. Their blindness goes away. Actually, no, not until Parent's turn. So they would be flat-footed to any attacks until then. Where's it applied? There it is. Alright. So this one here. I need to make sure this one's still stands. So there we go. This one was attacking Yarmos and is continuing to do so. Starts to surround you guys once more as they fly over in this direction and make their strikes too here. This one, though, Dazzled, is having a hard time seeing you through this glitter dust here. Both of those attacks missing because they're still taken up by that glitter.
Okay,
Thank
I
you,
love
Baron.
this spell.
You won't hide from our sight for long. Giraffe, though.
Okay. Double slice against the one going after Gaz.
Mm-hmm. Combining your might into these both strikes here, natural 20 will guarantee a hit there.
I'll roll the crit.
But their amorphous form sort of absorbs a lot of it, taking much less than you might have wanted. Second attack hits as well. Also, don't forget, before you roll the damage for this one, your sweep for the first one, because of the crit spec.
Oh yes, I'm gonna sweep it to the one going after me.
Because they are only immune to damage, like the extra damage from critical or critical hits, but not the effects of which are originating from you yourself.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
This one.
This one takes which would be 8 and 4, total of 12, which would be 2 damage. Because they do not take anything other than weapon
Awesome.
damage.
That's so much damage.
Hey, it's something. So, I'll roll your hit for this next one, as this is the second double slice. It'll take all the damage from
damage.
it. So, 11
Oh, look at that
there.
beautiful 11 damage.
It is badly injured at this point, though.
Then I'm going to parry.
Alright, so, going up into a guard, we go to Yarmos.
Yarmos is going to. Yarmos doesn't even have anything to say because he is currently drinking 2 potions within 6 seconds.
Gulping down your potions, let's see.
One, the Dread Card Mutagen. He grows scales on top of his scales. Second one, the Elixir of Life. And he grows some scales back on top of his scales.
Yep. Regenerative, sort of bringing all that
More
life
scales.
back to yourself. 13 here.
And that's it for it. And then he's gonna last battle turn. He's gonna he's gonna valet 2 more potions into his hands. 2 energy motions this time.
Okay.
That's it for his turn.
With that, this one, still hunting for Parent, is going to go over here. Since Parent was in 30 feet, their imprecise senses still work and it can still find him. There's no hiding from us. This will hit because they have a flank against you, Parent. You find yourself a little bit surrounded there. You take 19 points of damage. I'm gonna go for 1 more strike. This one, 18 on the dice and 11 there, which will make it a critical strike even on the map. This Parent taking some damage here as well, 36 points. I need fortitude saves for both those. But you remembered that you have that Phrasmite ring, that ancient one that resists negative energy, so you're taking a little bit of less damage from these guys. Natural 1, there. Which you reroll to a success. You're not allowing them to render your mind, your most valuable asset.
We passed 730, so don't forget that extra hero point.
Yeah, that's the one I just used.
Nice.
Kiva, over to you now.
I'm gonna have to try to self-heal. Target self. It fizzles.
Yes, unfortunately, you cannot call up that divine energy. The prayers slip your mind.
Looks like it still uses a focus point.
It does, yes.
Amazing.
We'll love to see that.
Okay, well, shift weapon into maul and strike the badly injured.
Okay. Hefty weapon, trying to do as much damage as you can in one fell swoop here.
Oh boy. And strike.
18 points, or 18 on the hit. Roll the damage.
Please don't be terrible.
As you smash into them, those D12s are doing some work. 27 damage, a lot of that cannot be resisted. It is very, very near destruction. But it's still
What weapon
holding
are
its
you using
sopping
now?
form together. They're using a maul now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, well, that was 3 actions to do that. So, next.
Alright, Parent, your turn.
I'm going to drain bonded item for magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shoot 2 missiles at this one.
Okay. First, 2 damage. Next, 4. 2 and 4, 6. It had 5 HP, just enough. As its form explodes from those magic missiles, it falls to the ground. It's sort of electricity that makes up those fallen souls just fading out. They're just a pile
Oh, so
of goop.
it's not affected by Oh no, Kiba's not keeping up the song. Never mind.
I'm going to stride
Water is difficult terrain.
My last action. Even for somebody with swim speed.
No. Swim speed is allows you to go right through.
That's my turn.
So, Gaz, we go to you.
The
Just
obstacle out of
jumping
the
in,
way.
disappearing like a Vaporeon.
Doesn't that make it easier to see because there's like a
Yes.
gap in the water?
Yeah, haven't you seen The Incredibles?
Sorry, one second.
With the obstacle out of the way, Gaz will administer Kiva's wounds.
Awesome. Love
Mhm.
you.
Now Gaz finds himself freed from any threat, in fact, too. The one that was chasing him is dead. It's 20 healing. Kiba.
There's an apply healing button.
Yep, new one.
What is it? What's the difference between that and the regular heal button then?
Nothing, really.
Cool.
It's there because I have a module that still does those different ones for the target. That module hasn't caught up to the regular thing of just having a big button for heal instead of like damage, right? So
Ah.
Anyway, last action, I will take out the one that's bothering my buddy Yamus.
Yes, please.
Never mind.
natural one. Swing out. Sort of stumbling there a little bit. That'll be you. Now, going to this one. Still going after Giraffe. One falls, but that just means there's more of your souls for the rest of us. 15 points of damage. To you, I need a fortitude save, Giraffe. Guys form up in this sort of back-to-back situation, making it harder for them to flank any of you as well. That already means you succeed against that. Your memories and sort of knowledge, experience is still kept in your mind safe there. You avoid the third attack with twin parry, but the second hits. I need a fortitude save as well. And a natural 20 there. Yeah, you're holding up very well there. So, this one here. If I recall correctly, this one was attacking Ki.
That's mine,
Yes,
yeah.
that one's
yes.
attacking Kiba.
Alright. Continues on its roll here. Tries to slice in. It's going to be dazzled for the whole time, but it is able to get through. That's a critical strike against Ikiba for another 38 points of damage. I need a fortitude save as well.
Okay. Oh.
Your soul will meet oblivion with us. That is 3. Stupefaction. As you find more of yourself slipping away, it's going to go for another slice. And this one hits with a critical strike as well. Exactly. For another 22 points of damage. You're exactly at 22, puts you down to 0.
Oh, no.
You fall unconscious. Join us now. They're going to go for another strike against Kiba.
Cool.
But a 2 on the dice somewhere means it's a miss. As you fall, they sort of overexerted themselves and are not going to be able to make the strike.
I saw that 20 on the die. I'm like, oh. Oh. Got scared.
This one misses its strike against Yarmos on the first, goes for a second. Natural 20, but an 8 somewhere. But unfortunately, the 8 is on a concealment, not a blindness check.
Uh-oh.
So you are crit for another 24 there, Yarmos. I need a
Wonderful.
fortitude.
I would really enjoy if people would stop dying.
Working on it.
29. Your memories are your own. It's going to go for a... Did I do a second? Yeah, I did.
That was
I
the
did
second
over a
one.
second. So third.
Yeah.
You strike out one more time, but will miss by 1.
Oh,
As your armor defends you just enough there. Going to this one.
Mutagen was a good idea.
Or sorry, not this one. Giraffe, it is your turn.
Giraffe, if you delay until after me, I'll get you an energy mutagen.
Okay, I'll delay.
Alright, Yarmos, over to you.
Alright, as promised. Dual wielding energy mutagens, 1 for Gaz and 1 for Giraffe.
I
Alright.
was
Yum.
actually planning on spending my next turn on just healing.
Well, that's okay, because these last probably until the end of the fight.
Fair enough.
We know for a fact they don't resist electricity.
Correct. They don't resist any of the elements, it seems. It seems they're only resistant to physical.
Okay, I was just making the safest bet based on what I've seen.
Mm-hmm. So, anything else there?
And then he's going to a scamper.
Okay. Rush away from the group. Going 30 feet, a little bit extra oomph in your stride because you want to get away from these threats. We
Good
got
luck.
Giraffe here.
I needed him for the flank. Okay, if I go to the...
I'm threatening
East-
that one.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna stride this way.
Why not go for the one that's injured? Instead
I'm
of
going for the
uninjured
one that's going after Kiba. Because Kiba's endangered, and based on how they fought so far, I'm actually very confident they're about to try and take his body, take his soul, and put him down for good. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna do a double slice.
Okay. Double slice, natural 20. Unfortunately, can't use the damage of it, but still roll it, of course. It's 37. With the extra electricity, though, it does actually add a little bit more oomph to your attack. Double slice there. Misses
Gonna
by
hero
1.
point.
Okay. Gotta get those double hits in there. 5 will make it a hit. Roll the damage.
Ooh,
This one is totally 17. Starting to really carve into this one. Already injured itself. So,
I think that's my turn.
going over to this one. This one was pursuing Parent, and they can still sense him here. We're gonna go to here and start swiping at him. Keep hiding. It won't help you. 11 on the dice. Does hit. You get swept at a little bit. 15 points of damage. I do need a fort. But that ring is working overtime to defend you here. That's 20. Your mind is your own. So was that the second attack? Sorry. Yeah, so they're done. Parent. Feel a little rough, but what do you do?
please stop spreading around. I need to walk around and heal everyone.
Trying not to be flanked. Parent uses an
Yeah.
action to draw his Wand of Healing, and he is going to target the one in front of Giraffe with a Chromatic Ray.
Okay. It'll be flat-footed to this attack because you're invisible. Or off guard, of course. Go for the strike. 16 on the dice. Definitely hits. Roll 1d4 to see which
Let's-
ray
Let's not get a 4, please.
it is. 3. 3 is yellow. The maximum damage you can get. 50 points of damage just surges into this one. And with that 50, it's not dead. It is at 2 health. Just barely held up
Boy,
against this
Wait,
ray
someone
of
tickle it.
electricity.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's all 3 of my actions.
But it mattered. Because Gaz, it gives you an
Wow.
opportunity.
Yes, before I use that opportunity, I will use Budget Lay on Hands.
Okay. Searing Restoration. Let's keep Kiba in the fight.
Just whatever happens, make sure you hit it with
Really
at least a 12 damage hit, because I want to not die.
Well, you're getting 31 health back at the very least. Let me quickly do my unstable check to see if I explode.
Oh, that's good. That actually gives me a chance. to
You
hit it too if I need
do.
to.
Just
Yes.
critical failure, so I will reroll that.
As Blowtorch, essentially, this searing sort of restoration to them.
Dang it.
That is still a critical failure because it's 10 below your 17 DC, so you do take 8 points of damage as it backfires on you.
And I have the weakness as well, oh no.
Oh, because of electricity.
Oh no!
Oh,
It really
why?
burns as your
Why
body's
didn't
more
you choose
attuned to the
fire?
energy.
I love this.
It's thematic. Anyway, I will definitely try and strike this one down.
So you're bristling with electricity, the flames burn. Yeah, go for the strike. 2 on the dice is going to
No.
miss.
I saved the hero point for that one.
I will use my final action to try again.
Okay. They don't
I
seem
can't miss twice in
particularly
a row.
hard to hit, but not
I
with
still
those
have a chance
rolls.
because you brought me up.
You're welcome.
Now, going to this one. This one was chasing down around Giraffe here, so this one's going to fly overhead of Giraffe.
That's not an opportunity attack, is it?
Of course it is, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It is.
You know, if you get a crit specialization here, oh,
Get a 2
I'm
on the
gonna
dice.
re-roll that.
Okay. Hey. It's worth a shot here. 17 is a critical strike against it. Exactly, in fact.
And that's guaranteed damage against the other guy. Oh,
So
Uh-oh.
it is the dice damage against the other guy. 8 and 6 is a total of 14. They resist 10 of that. They take 4 damage. They had 2 health. The other one is dead as you take the opportunity to use your
Nice.
momentum through one, sweeping over towards the other and destroying it.
no flanks for you.
Oh, thank you.
For I will gorge myself on your soul. Critical strike. For a total of 22, I need a fortitude.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I didn't use a glimpse this turn.
Yep, I was waiting for that.
Technically can, yeah, because you're conscious now.
I'm applying it.
Enfeeble.
You're enfeebled to this one. This one was already enfeebled, so keeping it.
Yep. That one's getting enfeebled a lot because he keeps critting.
Mm-hmm. 2 on the dice on the next attack. They're gonna miss that, and that'll be their turn. Kiba, as you find yourself awakening to this burn, but also, you know, stopping the bleeding. What do you do?
Okay. First things first. Let's get on my feet. Second things first. Aaron looks like he's in trouble.
honestly, I think I'm doing okay for the moment.
You look kind of unhealthy. Not that I can tell.
Yeah. You do kind of look unhealthy. Oh, I will admit. I'm gonna take a bit of a gamble in this turn.
Sure.
And I wanna try casting him a healing on Parent.
He is invisible, so you would have
Okay,
to be
probably
making a
can't do
DC 11.
Then I would have
on
a
top of
double
your
roll.
stupid
Wait,
five.
let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yikes, this is rough. Screw it. Okay, I'm just gonna move into position and help kill someone.
Yeah. Gonna go over to help Parith with his.
I'm getting just way too nervous about it.
Striking and hitting.
Good enough.
So you batter in with them all. Hefty strike allows you to deal a lot of damage to them. Alright.
Alright, that was it.
Now, over to this one. It was still pursuing Yarmos. Yes, flee from your allies. Run far from them. Die in the quiet dark. This will be a hit, though.
Wonderful.
13 damage.
I'm gonna reduce that damage.
Do you reach there? Yeah, you do. Alright, reducing that. 13. Let's see. Should be down to 0. So you shouldn't take any damage with the champion's resistance.
Wonderful.
With Enfeeble, of course.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Alright. Weakened as it is, still gonna make another attack. And did forget to ask you, make a fortitude save for the first, though the second, it's still dazzled enough that it misses.
If he took no damage, it's no fort
Yeah.
save, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. So, no damage, no fort saves here, as Yarmos resisted. Yarmos, over to you.
Right. Yarmos is going to start off by scampering way back.
Okay.
But he would probably be useful. At that.
Oh, right there?
Yeah, I'll be able to like heal all 3 of you.
Gotcha. Wait,
I will be able to only use 2
Right,
actions.
right.
Draft.
Okay.
If there's any way you could not stand in a flanking position with that guy, I'd appreciate it. Because that guy, the bottom one's just gonna come up to your left and flank you, and I hate that.
Right.
I don't know if there's anything you can do to still work with guys.
maybe.
Yeah, here works.
Alright. Sort of
And then
scampering in the water.
And he's going to get familiar to volley to him a Drakeheart mutagen and a energy mutagen, and then he's gonna feed the Drakeheart mutagen to Giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
They're getting a lot of use of this, and people who don't usually use it because of the
The no armor thing.
armorless facet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should help a lot actually on Giraffe now.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot of armor class.
That's it for Yarmov's turn.
Alright, now with your fur now a little bit more scaly, a little bit more tough. What do you do, Giraffe?
Am I able to strike to the other side of this Soul Eater from Yarmos?
Yeah. You're able to sort of leap into the water there, getting over there. Cleaving out with the
And double
muzzle.
slicing. And hero point.
Okay. So the last hero point that you just got here. Making sure you can really crush into them. You do. At least on the first. $20 damage there will be reduced. But that electricity coursing through your strikes adds a little bit more. This one also hitting, so this will take full damage from this strike.
Oh, I love double slice so much.
16.
26 damage despite its resistances.
You find
That's
that
my
it's-
turn.
It's almost dead, actually, at this point. 2 of them actually pretty injured. You guys are making headway, but
We formed a conga line.
these guys are going to continue in their pursuits of particular targets. So, Parent, it's going to make a strike. You are going to be critically struck as they find you in the invisibility. There you are. 40 damage to you. You're at dying 2 as you fall to the ground. It's going to keep attacking. It's there. You're at dying 3.
Are we breathing?
Does not hit here because of the 5 on the dice.
That freaking 20 scared the crap out of me.
Still alive. Not for long. Gaz, over to you.
Yes, I will move over here, and I will try and medicate an invisible dragon.
Okay. DC 11 flat check, unfortunately.
Yeah, goody. Oh my god.
That is just like you do find him and you find where those wounds were as well on him.
Is the blood that drips from him also invisible?
Once it leaves his body, sort of, yeah. Or not invisible, of course. But you're able to heal him. 17. Parenth, you're at wounded 1. But free of your death. At least, at the moment.
And Yomus also gets some healing.
Great.
They're rushing around now that the Soul Eater after you is no longer in the fight here. This also gets 16 there. He's healed up. Well, these strikes start collapsing on him once more. Your medicine doesn't work against us. We can just keep killing. 11, though. Damn, it's not that much. As they boost. There, fortitude save, though. Yarmos.
Great.
"24 will be a success, as you defend your mind from these mind-rending claws. 14,
Success, I
though,
believe.
is going to be hitting as well. They claw in for 13 there.
There goes the healing.
Fortitude save. You're able to push away that feeling in your mind once more, this time, and Their third attack misses. As you held up because of that healing, that'll be its turn. Kiva, over to you.
Oh my god. Deep breath. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start out with a strike on this guy.
That'll certainly hit. Hefting the maul. An otherwise ungraceful weapon, but needed here. Sometimes you just need a hammer.
I don't think I can do a reasonable amount of enough damage to justify. I'm actually going. No, not good. I'm not going to. Oh god, it's so hard. Using magical healing on somebody who's invisible when you're stupefied is just
Asking for trouble, isn't it?
Oh, I don't want to do that.
By risking and healing Yamos.
Instead, I'm gonna get an inspired courage up.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
Just barely. Into a
See.
second strike.
Remember, call out for your allies. Remember the courage in your heart. And stowing it in others, or instilling it in others. This misses by 1. And so, to swing wide. We go to this one here. This one was pursuing. Wait a minute. Did I have one?
This one's
Yarmos.
pursuing Yarmos. Yeah, you're double dipping on me, so I thought that was just them being mean.
Nope. They're not
Hey, is that
supposed
an
to.
opportunity attack since it moved into my reach?
Into,
No.
but not through. It needs to go through. But this one, let's say they trade spaces and decide to go after different targets. But unfortunately, as they go after you, Giraffe, or unfortunately for them, they're missing every single strike.
Huh.
So you bring up your blade, seeing that one scream towards you. Yarmos, we go to you.
Wonderful. Yarmos is going to. I think everyone is out of heals that can be given to me, so Yarmos is going to come down by Keva's side. Can I be flanked from here? Yes, I can. It's gonna be down here by Keva's side. Feed him the energy mutant, the last energy mutagen,
Mhm.
and going to pull out of his pockets the dust of disappearance, and then he's gonna use that on himself.
Alright, hey. It's been there for a while. Sprinkling it over to yourself. 4th level invisibility. Make sure to give yourself the
Thank you.
invisibility effect. As we go to Parenth. Awakening, Parenth. What do you do?
These things are terrible.
They're soul eaters. That says a lot on its own.
I can't get up from prone for some reason.
There we go.
Parent stands up. Just taking a look around the field really quick. And he's gonna do another chromatic ray on this one next one.
Okay.
Drain bonded item, another chromatic ray, because these things really need to die.
Calling up that energy once more. Slinging it into them. Let's see if it hits. They are off guard because of your invisibility. It would critically strike. Well, that 1d4, let's see.
Not a 4, please.
A 1. The 1
Okay,
is
well.
going to be fire, so 31 fire damage there. As it blasts into it, it is near death, near destruction, but not quite yet.
trying my best. It's my turn.
Giraffe.
Okay, I'm gonna step to the right one and double slice this one that's targeting me.
Okay. Or should be targeting you because the other one, so yeah.
Yeah, I want it off my back so I can help others more effectively.
Critical strike. Form demorphs under the crit, making it just a regular hit to them, but still a lot of damage from that. 12. And the next attack is full. Hammering into the same gap, you do critically strike once more, or would, but it might not matter here, as
Can
you
it
deal
bleed?
just not enough damage, even with the minus 10.
I only
It is
saw minus
barely
3.
holding up. Sorry, I didn't apply it there. But it is still alive, even after the
Minus
13
3,
damage.
minus 10. What?
Yes, that's how it would be. Because
It's
it
a double slice.
It's a
Is
double
it-
slice.
Yeah,
the
but
second-
remember I gave him the 10.
The 10 damage is from the like resistance not applying for a second hit.
Ah,
Taking 3 and then 10.
It's weird because I just hit the button and then I gave him 10 extra damage because of your double slice.
Well, it says the
Right.
target takes 3 damage on the thing.
Yes, that's because it is immune to critical hits and resistant to physical. Those both stacked to reduce it by 22.
The resistance doesn't stack on the second hit because of double slice.
I know, that's why I did minus 10 there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. So it is correct.
okay.
bummer.
Still alive. That'll be a
You,
turn.
you
It's
got a
my
second
turn.
magic missile there?
If I get back to my turn, sure.
If you do, it's going to strike out towards Parenth.
I do have my reaction ready at least.
Misses
so-
on the first, though. 16, 19 makes it a hit, not a crit.
Applied resistance from redemption.
Slices out 18 points of damage. You take none as he calls out for the redemption of this creature. For these poor, destroyed souls amalgamated into this soul-eating form. Natural 20, but a 3.
Oh my god.
These effects you guys are using very well in this fight. They're what's saving you here. As he's able to avoid just a bit more. Gaz, we go to you.
I friggin' hate this. Gas starts rummaging around for anything that might heal, and strapped for healing, makes use of his healer's gloves and uses them on Parenth.
Okay, DC 11.
Oh no.
50-50.
It'll be fine.
It's a 6.
Never mind, it is
You
We
fine.
can't find him. The wounds. You're not finding him.
Try to kill something, please.
Okay. I will try to kill the one that's attacking Giraffe first.
Mhm.
That's closer.
From very near destruction. 18 on the dice will certainly critically strike. Roll the damage. I think no matter what. Well, actually, maybe. No, I think there's a option. There's a chance somewhere that this doesn't kill it, but not with those dice rolls. It is destroyed finally.
Phew.
Come on, you can get the next one too. I believe in you.
I will certainly try.
And for the record, that was the one that switches targets to Yarmus, so Yarmus is safe now. That is a hit,
Yay.
actually, against the other one there.
Whew.
Because it is off guard. Should it be off guard? No, it shouldn't be. So unfortunately, that is a miss. Sorry, I applied off guard because of Parenth's strike, and I forgot
Oh,
to
I
get
see.
rid of it. And it told me that it hits, but it actually shouldn't have. Sorry. So with that, that'll be your turn. Kiva, we go over to you.
Alright. I've got a maul and I'm not afraid to use it. Time to save parents.
Saving Private Parent.
Hefting this thing into your hands.
I forget the lyrics of my song and just kind of. It's so relatable.
Stumbling over the words, just like mumbling nonsense.
But a solid hit. Bash into them there. 12 on the d12s is looking good. That is going to be 18 points of damage and immediately destroying it there. Shattering it into the ground. Leaving only one remaining. That
Okay,
one.
which enemy was that? That was. Okay,
They're pursuing
that one
Giraffe.
is Giraffe.
Yeah, this one was pursuing Yarmos, but now it's on me.
They made a little switcheroo there. They forgot their targets.
Yeah, I can get closer at least. That's what, like 4?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have enough movement to get one step further, so
Okay.
I think I have to end it there because I think it's going to take an extra movement to get there.
Now for this one. To myself.
Hey, that's an opportunity attack.
Yeah, they glide around your side, trying to avoid the strikes of others. But they only get yours. But not with a 4.
And I cannot. No, nothing.
They go for 1 strike. This one of them that's still dazzled. And they will hit. But there's a lot less
Shellin.
to deal with. Shellin sort of guides the strike away from Giraffe. Only 1 point of damage, but that does mean a fortitude save, which means you're fine, actually, with 31. You go for 1 more strike. That will hit.
Oh.
Giraffe, you're still taking hits. 21 damage there, another fortitude save. If it doesn't fall, Giraffe still has a chance of falling himself, so be careful with this.
It's fine. I can still use battle medicine on him.
Ah, yeah. Well, the armors, let's start with you.
Right. Ramos is going to. He's. Okay, he's going to quick alchemy up a. He's going to quick alchemy up a. What's it called? Alchemist's Fire. Gosh, there. And then he's gonna lob it at this thing.
Sure. It is a far distance to throw, but let's see if you hit.
Yeah, it'll be on the first range increment. It'll be on the second range increment. That's fine.
Can always get closer with your second action.
Yeah, but I wanted to use some of my spare. Well, it wasn't gonna hit anyways.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a hero point, so might as well.
Yeah, go for it. Sort of trying to reorient the strike, throwing it out. That would miss at least, so it takes 2 fire damage.
Yeah, even with the oh well. Alright. Splash damage is splash damage. And then he's going to use his last action to prepare to aid Giraffe in his in the second strike of his presumable
Double slice.
double slice.
Alright, Perith. Freed from your threat.
I'm gonna get slow on it.
Okay. So bend time around this creature, 16, is only going to be a success, so they're slowed for 1 round. Certainly make a difference.
Might be all we need.
Giraffe. Or sorry, Perith, if you have
No,
third
you're
action.
good. You're good.
Yeah.
I have, like, cast
I'm
shield or
going
something.
to double slice and then parry.
Come on, kill it.
Quick first slice. Your rolls are always really good. As if you need those as a fighter.
Hey, I'm not gonna complain.
22, reduced to 12. And then second strike, you can make yours, and Yarmos can also make
Yeah,
his to see if
58,
it's
yeah.
helping. Not really helping, but either way, it's still a hit. This one takes the full damage. I'll do it the, more clear way this time, so just minus
Thank you.
18. Whoops. There we go.
And then parry.
Parry there.
Prevent any shenanigans.
Bring up your guard. Gaz.
Yep, he is going to step right into the water over here, on top of this corpse. And he will first administer some more healing, some more battle medicine.
It's more healing to Giraffe, knowing that he's going to be targeted. 13 healing there.
It's something.
Thank you.
Final action, I will strike at this ghost thing.
Alright.
So leader.
Gauntlets blasting out towards them, but they're gonna dice. Going to miss.
That's my turn.
Kiba, over to you.
Okay. I'm going to gracefully sashay over to the other side of that demon
Mm-hmm.
and gracefully bring down this giant wall on top of this thing's body.
Alright.
Did you mean Daemon?
This
Apologies to anyone in chat named Damon.
That is a definite hit, though. Crushing in with the maul will do a certain amount. 19, it's barely holding up at this point.
and I swing the maul around using a graceful move, swipe it around back into the thing.
But it
Kind of
ducks
just kinda
away.
goes over its head though.
Mm-hmm. And it has
Less
a
graceful than I hoped.
last opportunity to rend Giraffe's soul. I see a natural 20, but a 2 somewhere as well. So, I think that's happened twice already.
Woo!
The third one.
Because it is dazzled. And because it is just not making good rolls as well.
No, it's slowed.
Oh right, it's slowed anyway. Even if it made that strike, it would have hit your twin parry. The Master will have your souls even if we cannot harvest them. Your world is doomed.
Yarmus is going to delay until after Parent.
Okay.
Not
yeah.
sure what to do unless the situation changes.
I am going to use an action to draw my level 1 magic missile one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fire 2 missiles at.
Alright, 2 missiles. First one and second one, both of them are enough to destroy it. As the second batters in, he loses all the energy that was keeping it, alive or in whatever form of existence it is, and it is destroyed. That is the end of the encounter. As you find around yourselves these mounds of this strange purplish amorphous flesh, but no faces in them anymore as that electrical energy is gone. That is that.
Well, now we know
That
he's not going to use exclusively undead.
That was the
I-
worst.
I'm going back to bed.
Wow.
Is everybody okay though?
Yes, I will definitely have a personal vendetta against literally anything in Dunsworth, or whatever it's
Giraffe's
called.
gonna poke Parent.
Now it's time for another vendetta, eh?
You
Yes.
need to roll a DC 11 flat check.
To poke.
Need that flat check.
Okay, you're on.
So when does
Ha.
Stupefy reduce?
Almost pokes you in the eye, Parith. The Stupefy seems to be staying. For the moment at least.
Uh-oh, stat drain. Pathfinder first edition.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, long-term effects like these are essentially what stat train is at this point. But
We can't afford that draft loses any more brain cells.
My head.
Who are you guys?
Well, I have some
Oh, shut
year-old
up.
soup.
Don't.
Do it.
Yeah.
Drink it.
Svetlana's
Counteract it.
soup, yeah.
Soup.
It's an alchemical soup, so maybe it's fine.
It's there, yeah.
Oh.
It's an item.
I mean, it feels like this is the only place where you're supposed to use it in this campaign, so, like, are you supposed to actually save it for now?
No.
Alright.
No, there's other things early on that you guys didn't really have to deal with that it may be helpful with, but the counteract check on it is also at a level 2 item, so 10 doesn't counteract the level of the effects that is on you. It's nice soup, it's a little cold, but
Well, it's not hot anymore.
yeah.
After a year and
yeah.
a half.
It was magical soup. It tasted good. I feel smart now.
Like I
I will
remember if I took the
definitely,
suit.
I will definitely use the time to patch everyone up.
Sure. And as you're patching everyone up, yeah, the stupefied is going to stay for a bit. It
I mean,
seems.
we could get a nat 20. We should keep drinking soup.
It has a 24-hour immunity.
Well, I could keep drinking soup.
I'm going to drink my soup.
You're not even stupefied.
You guys all kept fucking
am.
Svetlana's soup.
We didn't have. It was to counteract stupefied conditions. So we thought, oh, we should save this for when we get stupefied, and then we didn't get stupefied.
Oh, I did even worse than Kiba.
Oh,
So I have a question.
Yeah,
How much experience do we get for that?
120.
we're waiting for you to say like 110 or
Perfect.
something, and
Yeah.
just
No.
die.
109.
So, since you guys were at 1080, you get to your 1200, which gets you a level up.
I will also try eating the last moon radish soup, I suppose.
Oh.
Might as well
The
try.
22 probably doesn't.
My fortitude saves are now a master.
Mm-hmm. This is the level people get
Doesn't
master
work.
saves. Which means that your regular successes become critical successes on those saves. So that's when you become save or suck, essentially, with the spells against you.
Wow, it's just like there should be a whole system where it's all save or suck.
Okay.
But yeah, while you guys are leveling up, we'll also consider this sort of our break. So I'll be back in a second. But I'll keep the chat up so you guys can talk and stuff. BRB.
Oh boy, I get an offensive boost. Unfortunately, I cannot choose good damage.
I can now end my turn within other people's spaces.
This is my
I have
personal
grandmother's
bubble.
wisdom.
This is my
I'm
personal
going to-
bubble.
I'm going to cast augury at every campsite. Is there going to be an encounter here later today?
Rocks fall, you die.
I could,
Oh, it's only up to 30 minutes in the future. Darn it.
I could add a damage type, and Yamos would be able to give me poisons now.
Hooray! That'll be especially useful for this upcoming fight against a known necromancer.
Cool. For combat flexibility, I have quick reversal. Skill increase.
I am now a master of religion.
Do I find a spell that does good damage, or just get what I was going to do, like, or positive damage, holy damage?
Oh hey, my class to see improved. Nice. Not that I can do much with that, but my class to see increased.
Well, doesn't that help you with like explosions and stuff? The DCs of your AoE effects.
Oh yeah.
I now have a plus 16 in perception. Is that higher than Giraffe?
I have a 17.
Ah, nice.
I have a plus 20 to singing.
I have a plus 20 to athletics.
Does Stupefied change the class DC on my stuff, on my poisons retroactively? No, right?
I don't think so.
Gotcha. Weird.
Didn't summon spells have some automation? It doesn't seem to be on at the moment.
They did. Did you try to cast Summon Dragon?
Yeah, but I don't get any pop-ups or anything.
Press the cast button, maybe?
Yeah, same deal.
Let me have a look at the automation stuff. It might be just Summon Dragon if you try like a... Well, no, you already did Summon Dragon before, didn't you?
I can make infinite lich. I can make lich dust at level 9.
I guess, yeah.
What does that do? Please tell
Uh,
me.
DC 28 Fortitude, it makes you fatigued, and then at stage 2, it makes you poisoned and fatigued. And at stage 3, poisoned, fatigued, and paralyzed.
So it's not effective against liches, is what you're telling me.
It's a poison.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that implies that I'm grinding up level 12 plus creatures
Ah,
on
yeah.
the regular.
Do we get the benefits of a long rest now?
Yes, you do. You guys awaken in the morning, safe and sound.
Wonderful.
I'm just gonna add more free stuff I can craft, and I'll just end up encumbered because of that, most likely.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know why the automation is not working for you, Parent. Were there any, like, errors that popped up?
I didn't see anything. Let me refresh.
Yeah. Because it is in the listing. It should be working. What happens if I try to click it? Doesn't seem like it works on my end either.
Well, if I cast it, I know which dragon I'm summoning, so...
Sure, yeah. And I have the beast fury, so I can just throw him out. So nice that they have a token pack for thousands of monsters.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a flame drake, I think.
Flame trick? Alright. Make sure you have permissions for them, man. There you go.
Oh wait, I don't even have to carry them around in my inventory. I can just craft them using free actions, basically, if I'm reading this correctly. I get to choose a bunch of formulas, and in combat I can just spend free actions to create a trap and place it down, right?
No, so each day you prepare those snares. So you have the snares every day prepared, like they're daily items for you.
Oh, okay.
Like you'll see in your crafting section, actually on your character sheet, it has Snare Genius as a section for that.
Oh, I see.
As kobolds are actually the best ancestry in the game for traps.
Unsurprisingly.
Yep. Wow, mechanics actually following to lore.
What do you mean? Don't you love not being able to see in the sun?
I'll just get some sunglasses and then get free advantage on everything I do.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah. But when you guys are done with your leveling, let me know by putting your token to the left over here, like past the tents and stuff.
Were we able... Are Keeb and Gaz able to get everybody fully patched up and healed?
Correct, yes.
With Wounded going down as well?
Wounded, yes. As daylight arises and you're all sort of gathering up the experience that you've dealt with for the past couple of weeks here, you feel a little bit more enlightened, a little bit more powerful, a little bit more ready for Mordecai's tomb.
You know what? I'm going to invest into stealth. Since we don't have one, since we don't really have a stealthy person yet.
You're a bit late for that. You're getting like one level of proficiency every like 3 levels.
I do have expert level stealth now. I have invested into stealth in the past.
Though as you guys get a full night's rest, your stupefied condition does reduce by 1.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God bless. The class DC is back.
By a bit, yeah. But Kiba is still having some trouble. It's going to take a couple of days for Kiba.
Can't people with... No, never mind.
There are spells to
Thinking-
do it, restoration being one of them, but
Yeah,
that's
we
a
have a
divine
scroll of that, but I don't know if that's worth using on Stupefy or not.
spell.
Well, I
it'd
mean, I
be-
can't use Lay on Hands for him of healing.
Or even Inspire Courage. Without.
So,
Well, that's free though. It doesn't use a focus point.
so when you fail a trick magic item check, it doesn't destroy the item, correct?
Correct, I believe, yeah.
So I could technically just make this spell work overnight.
Yeah, trick magic item checks are more like, excuse me, in combat, where it's like a chance to like mess it up. But out of combat, you can keep tinkering with it until it works.
You could have like an infinitesimally small chance of it not working throughout the night, though.
Yes, I'm sure you want to sit around and roll for that.
Okay, in that case, since this is probably actually having Superfight 2 is actually really bad, we have this level 6 Scroll of Restoration spell. Everybody okay with me
Okay.
using this to get rid of Kiva's Stupefy?
I
Yeah,
consent.
sounds good.
I can even remember what the word consent means.
So
Just
it
kidding.
So it reduces your Superfight by 2.
Yeah, should put him down to 0.
Love that.
So this power sort of clears the mind and restores what you were. And you have your memories back, your knowledge back.
I'm just gonna put it in my inventory and I'm gonna delete it because I forgot to pull it over first.
Oh, that'll help immensely with my songs and prayers. Thank you.
So, Kiba, or not Kiba, Yarmos? You're the only one that is still working on things?
Yeah. Things have started to freeze a bit, so I had to reload.
Okay. What all do you just have to do formulas now?
Yeah, just need to finish my daily crafting, and that should be me officially ready.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with you. There shouldn't be any problem with meta or anything if we continue and you just keep doing
Yeah.
formulas.
Yeah.
So,
Before we set out, for your note, I swapped my Divine Blade, Divine Ally Blade, rune from shifting to disrupting for this fight, for this day.
disrupting might be useful.
We're going up against a Necromancer.
Ooh,
Allegedly.
I have something really, really neat, but I can get something really neat, but I need Yarmus's cooperation for it, probably.
What is it?
The bomb snare.
Oh,
Let me see. There you go.
how does it work exactly?
I can basically apply one of your bombs 3 times to whatever steps into it and fails the reflex.
Oh, wow.
By the way, Yarmos, if you need any suggestions, the alignment ampule is quite nice.
Yeah, It's a very low level bomb compared to what I have access to, so I'll need to buy. I guess I'll need to buy Spire Root later. Formula later.
But yeah, I think can only get formulas once we're like in town, correct? Or when I invent something.
Because of Snare Genius, just choose, like, formulas for your snares. Oh, did you?
I already have some snares from snare crafting earlier.
Okay. Yeah, you would have to wait until town.
Gotcha.
But
Jesus Christ! I get upgrades to bombs at level 11, and my previous upgrade was level 3.
yeah, well, kind of how it goes. But as you guys are heading out from the camp and heading back into the Valley of the Dead, luckily enough, the end of the Valley of the Dead, where you fought those ancient, like, bone sentinel cyclopses, is still clear of any guardians. You pass them by, and you start heading up this 100-foot staircase that leads winding its way up into the mountains themselves, and gives you a path over some of the mountains, sort of like peaks and valleys here, that lead you into another small valley here that is dominated by a massive river. And you see most notably as you're heading down from where you were up in the stairs there, a large waterfall, rather two large waterfalls, flanking a tower almost of stone that somehow is still an outcropping there surviving. You see this trickle of smoke, black smoke, rising from the top of that spire of limestone. And, yeah, you'll have a better look when you get closer, so I'm gonna move you guys over there.
We should be wary of anybody that's in this area.
It's a decently large scene, so I might take you guys
Anything alive could be a threat.
a little bit.
Anything not alive could also be a threat.
Where's Yarmos? Oh, there he is.
I forgot to take
So-
up the end of this.
On the map here, where is the tower-ish?
The
I'm
tower
gonna assume this way.
is this. I
Got
haven't,
it.
of course, modeled out the entire region because the map has to have a certain size, of course. But yes, the Tower of Stone. It's not really a tower. It's more that these waterfalls have been steadily eroding the rock around here. So anywhere along these cliffs is 100-foot drop into the water below. You see on that sort of island of stone, that pillar, there seem to be a lot of dead trees and foliage where a lot of black smoke rises from fissures on the top of it.
Hmm.
Ooh, it's a long ways down.
But you can swim. You can just dive in, Baron.
Do you understand that would still hurt?
Just keep yourself straight and pointed. I'm sure War Attention's got nothing on a full-blooded dragon.
Well, yeah. Well, if he gets across, how do we?
Well, where are we trying to go here in the first place? Are these caves visible to us?
Yes, so, as you're looking north there, you see limestone bluffs overlooking the waterfall and the pool below them. Their surface is striated and pocked by weathering as a verb. Crumbling in places and supporting creepers and other scrub foliage in other places. Hundreds of bird
Aw,
nests
man.
fill the seams and nooks that dot the cliff face, and the air before the cliffs is constantly abuzz with insects that dwell in the foliage. I don't know how you know that, and wrens and starlings that feed on them.
Really
A
good
buzz with
eyesight.
life. Yeah. And yeah, you do get the distinct impression there's a lot of pockets and caverns over in that limestone cliff. But yeah, as you're looking over the edge to the east, you do see that there is at the foot of the cliff, there's a beach almost, a cove that meets the limestone here. A dark opening in the stone perhaps beckons you.
Do you guys want to go explore that spooky cave over
Oh,
there?
Fun. I'm not a bad swimmer.
Dignified for a necromancer of his supposed renown, but perhaps Mordecai might be in there.
Well, there must be something in there. Look at that smoke.
As you
It
guys are
could be
looking
the
out here,
chiefess's daughter.
would anyone like to make a perception check? So you're scanning
Yes.
I think I would, yeah.
As they're searching, yeah.
As you all scan around, it is only Giraffe's keen eyesight that reveals to him another sort of shelf along the limestone pillar in the center of this area here. About right here, hidden under a lot of the rock here, is an overhang, almost about level with you guys, about 10 feet down from you, on this one's cliff here. So another entrance, perhaps.
There's an entrance over there.
Well, which should we try to go to?
Probably the more hidden one, I think.
That's probably where the better loot is, anyways.
Could
A more
be.
obvious entrance would be a better place to put traps. A hidden one would be for a personal entrance. That's my guess.
How does the water look down below us? Does it look dangerous because of the waterfall? I'm
It looks deep and sort of blackened, but it looks like normal water, really. It doesn't seem like too rushing either. It's just because of the amount of water coming down, it's sort of sluggish.
Well, how do you all propose we get over there? I have one solution, but it's expensive.
What, build a bridge?
Not like that.
We'd take a boat if we could find an easy way down.
How many creatures could a large flying creature carry?
At most 4.
4 medium creatures or 4 just creatures?
4 creatures for the purpose of your party.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a better way. I mean,
Well-
swimming can't be that bad, can it?
You could take the 4 of you, and then I could just get across on my own. That's one option.
Well, it's up high, so we'll have to climb.
I could do that.
I could do that easily.
Then you got the climbing gear that we grabbed for that other expedition.
If I
We
may,
don't talk about that.
perhaps I should be the one to climb, because aside from being a good climber myself, I also have the option of just boosting myself back up should I fall.
I could just glide across. It should be fine.
I'm concerned about getting down this cliff.
You have wings. You could just glide down.
I did not take
Yeah.
that feat.
Then what are your wings even for?
Looking nice.
So parents can like summon. I'm guessing parents wants to summon a dragon to glide us over.
That is one option.
I wouldn't. There's gotta be better
well-
options.
We can always just find Mordecai very quick before the dragon poofs out of existence.
Okay, well, we have to make
Take
a
a-
decision at some point. We can't just stand here all day.
Right.
Yeah, I think we
So
should
the
just
other-
climb down and try to swim across.
We
Someone
have
has
a
to-
boat.
We could take the boat.
Wait, there's a boat?
We have a boat.
Oh, let's
Boat
just use the
token.
boat. Let's just use the boat. What? Why?
100 feet down.
Here, hand me the boat.
So it's 100 feet down.
Yes, that's the first thing we need to try to solve here.
Oh, it's a swan boat.
How difficult does this rock will seem to like climb? Is it anything like Mount Talon Peak?
Probably a little bit less difficult than Talon Peak, yeah. It's a little bit slick near the bottom with the water, but not
That's not
too bad. You'd be falling into water too, which isn't terrible.
Come on, let's just go. We have a swan boat.
Give or take a few broken bones.
The swan boat would take us to the one by the waterfall base. Might be a little tricky to get close to it, but doable
we-
theoretically.
We need to go to the hidden one. We have to.
Yeah,
The
let's
hidden
go
ones
to the
would be nice, but that's higher up, right? Do we have a way
We
to
could
get
just
up to
climb
it
up.
easily? We could
Yeah.
climb up.
Climb. We could just
Climb
climb.
up.
We're pretty good
Athletics
at
check,
climbing.
Giraffe, as you're, going over the edges, everyone's still talking.
Oh no, athletics check.
Wait, what do you?
And you fall.
Hey, I'm going to hero point that.
Sure.
Wait, Draft is just jumping off.
No, he's
basically?
climbing. He's climbing.
He's just getting tired of the bureaucracy of this.
You're basically gods. You can jump off. No. As you climb your way down to 38, yeah, it's easy for you. It's a critical success, in fact. All the way down to the bottom.
Okay, I have the swan boat feather thing.
Okay, what about the rest of us?
You can
Follow
climb
the
down.
expert.
Just climb down.
Follow the expert.
Yeah, follow the expert. I have no idea where the action is in my everything.
I think I have something that gives a bonus to follow the expert.
Found it.
Is that Pack Hunter? No, that's for 8.
For 8 check, yeah.
So follow expert gives me +2. Is that correct?
No, +3 because I'm a master.
If you drag the effect follow the expert onto yourself, it should give you some options there that'll make it work.
You said you were a master?
Yeah, he is.
All right. I'll work on getting on my way down.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Oh no, there's no swan boat token.
No, there's not. It's a big white square. No. I assume when you get down there, you activate it, Giraffe?
Yes.
You flip it in, you sort of like toss the coin into the water, and reacting to the water, it sort of like inflates out from the coin and flaps out into these two big wings on the side, and the neck of the swan sort of curving out. It is a swan boat from a circus, of course, but it has a very wide deck here. It's almost like a barge. Swan barge.
Any failures among us?
No. DC was 20.
Wonderful.
Not too difficult.
10.
Oh yes, that
Really?
one's the only way I could fail. Of course.
So are we going for the one up in the cliffs first to begin with?
That's the idea.
Alright, so...
And I'm gonna pedal the swan boat. Because when I imagine swan boat, I imagine those 2 people boats.
This is like
That-
a 30-foot long boat.
Yeah, I know, but I like the comedy of just like a little swan paddle boat.
As
Pedal
you're
up.
paddling it across here, you get about midway into the sort of waters here before you hear a shriek, and it's a shriek, Parent, that sort of you recognize a bit. That's a dragon's shriek of hunting, or at least a drake's, as you see flitting out from that little cave there in the cliffs to the north there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 drakes, all rather wyverns, because you see a stinger tail on the back of them. You dealt with one wyvern before, a strange one, but these look like veritable, well, normal wyverns in a pack.
Well, I'm glad we took the boat.
I need you guys' initiatives.
You know, I would bet a gold piece on it being zombies under the water or something.
I have a feeling these movements are probably going to target the boat.
More foolish travelers! More gold for us! There's been more
That was the
recently.
Are they coming?
Or
Are they coming out of the hole in the cliff
Yes, they're all sort of streaming out one by one.
here? I know where we're going next.
LOL.
So Yarmos and Giraffe, initiatives.
I rolled, but I used regular perception instead by accident.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you want me to like re-roll it or something.
I just click it here. Alright, so you guys find yourself a little bit unprepared. These wyverns in this sort of V formation as they fly out. The one in front is the one that
Like
got high
geese.
initiative, and they sort of tear down upon you here using a massive fly speed as they dive towards you. Giraffe, with their dive here, let me see. Okay, you would have to use one action to sort of fly downwards a little bit, and then another action as part of its powerful dive to strike into you. So, if it ends its movement within melee reach, it will end its movement cleverly 5 feet away from it. So it gets reach on its stinger strike. Oh wait, no, it has to do a claw strike, and its claw strikes are melee. Okay, never mind. It goes here. It rakes out with one of those claws and starts off with a critical strike as it cleaves into your side there. 28 damage, Glimpse of Redemption comes out.
Redemption.
I don't want your redemption, I want gold! Enfeeble.
Oh, that figures.
Definitely doing enfeeble.
As it is enfeebled though, it will, as a free action, grab onto you, Giraffe. But it can't fly
No.
away. It uses all its momentum to come down towards you there,
Is that just like a?
as part of powerful dive.
This also has a special effect on it as well that I'll have to pull out for you. I think he's gonna get some like extra damage or something.
Do I get to make a athletics check against the grapple, or is that against the DC? Fortitude. Yeah, it's.
No, it is an automatic grab because of
Oh,
the
fun.
monster's ability. So this one here is also going to dive down. This one just going the distance, so all the way around here would take its 2 actions. And then as a third, as it gets to this point, within reach of his stinger on the Gaz here. Though as it tries, the stinger sort of swoops above you, you duck underneath one of the wings of this swan boat here and are able to avoid it. Another one. This one will also do much the same. Diving overhead here. What are you doing there, kitten? You're too small to be one of ours. That's a hit, parent, for the stinger. The stinger bites into your side to take 13 points of damage, but I need a fortitude save.
So did you get that this first one has persistent good damage on him?
Persistent good damage. Of how much?
Equal to my charisma modifier.
Just 4, okay.
Double check. Mine would be 3, looks like.
Oh. Okay. We'll have to set up a automated way of doing that because that's...
Yeah.
Either way. Slices down, and parent, as you are hit by the stinger, you do take an extra 5d6 poison damage as it sort of courses through you there. As you are
You're
now
going to
poisoned.
regret this.
Let me get Wyvern Venom on quick. There we go. On my end there. And that'll be that one's turn. So, Parenth, over to you.
Yeah, always like you. Oh, I give you my macro. Use my
No,
macro
don't
for-
give that. No, stop.
Oh,
They all spread out. That makes me sad.
Yeah, these ones. They're
Kill
out.
them.
It's fine.
Kill them.
I'm trying to think of how I want to do that.
Wonder how much health they have.
And spin a stride here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to inhale very,
Before-
very deeply.
You stride there. It strikes out with its jaws as a reaction. And it critically strikes you. Oops, sorry, that shouldn't be blind. There we go. Public and critical. You take a total of 40 points of damage for that.
You know, now we know. He is still going to breathe deeply.
Okay. Unleashing a much more powerful one as you sort of have all this water around you and excites sort of the glands inside of you to unleash this gout of water.
The damage is not right, so I'm just going to manually roll it.
Okay. They both rolled 15s, they
lot of
both rolled
dice.
successes, but even that, half of that's not bad. It's going to be taking 19 off of both of them as they're battered by this explosion of water.
That's all three of my actions.
Alright, Gaz, over to you.
Well, I will prepare myself mentally as I will overdrive right next to this Wyvern. And probably eat an attack of opportunity.
Unfortunately, actually, let me see if they can do it with a stinger. Yep, doesn't say which one they can't use it with, so stinger strike does come down towards you. And misses, though, as you're able to duck away and critically succeed on your overdrive.
Wonderful.
Powerful up there.
With him powering up, he brings one of his arms to bear against the Wyvern and strikes out.
Mm-hmm.
I wish to hero point that immediately.
Okay. That is going to be... Let me see if that's a crit. Yes, it is. You sort of wait a moment, seeing its jaws sort of like move towards you. Sorry, go ahead.
With the arms stretching out towards the Wyvern, it the claw like clamps shut around its neck, and well, Gas presents one of the new installations on his innovations as a spike, basically pile drives into its neck.
Okay. And offensive boost spike, sort of an extra spiked sort of addition to it. Really hurts, yeah, 49 damage to it. And this
It's poisoned.
And I have
It's not
poison
DC
now
23,
as well.
by the way.
Sorry, what was...
It's DC 27 now. I just haven't updated it on my macro.
Okay, well then it is going to be hurt by it. So, oh, let me roll the slow spec as well. Which it just succeeded, so it's not slow, but it will take the poison, the giant centipede. 1d6. I'm just gonna roll that real quick. 6 damage, there we go.
Max damage.
Alright guys, anything else?
Yes, I will use my final action to do another map strike.
Mm-hmm. And that's an 18, definitely hitting. So you've amped up your weaponry. You're now hitting a lot harder. A lot more cleanly.
Turn.
So another 19, Giraffe, over to you. Grabbed
Kill,
by
kill,
this one.
kill. I'm gonna double slice it.
Okay.
I can swim.
That hits. So first the Montbelay thundering towards it. That sonic energy reverberating through.
Oh, poison first.
Let us see. It does succeed on the poison. And Bloodthirst in this hatchet form does hit true as well. Cleaving strike 15, and it is got the venom on it as well. See if this time it can resist. It does, unfortunately. This one is able to push away before the poison gets too deeply into it.
Then I'm just going to parry, because I don't think I'm going to break out of that grab, even with Master.
Okay, so with that, we're actually going to go to these guys here. As they sort of are doing this circular formation, or this, well, circling of you guys, this one's going to go to here. And with its remaining action, after doing its dive from the cliff there, and then stride over here, or fly rather, it's going to stinger at Kiba, which will hit. As it stings into your back, Kiba, as you're trying to get yourself ready for this fight, you take 14 points of damage, and roll me a fortitude.
Okay.
8 on the dice, though. 27? 27 is still a success, actually. You
Thank
push him right through.
goodness.
Kiba, over to you.
All right. Well, I'm not stupefied. I'm going to pick something real quick on my sheet. I'm going to try to get our lingering inspire courage going.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me find my performance.
Just to linger this inspiration, that is definitely going to be a success at this level.
Sadly, I don't think that's a crit. Not even
No.
close, so.
Add the aura on.
Okay, the regular aura's on me now.
Yeah, I still have to do it's only, my problem.
Yeah.
My extra work. To add more
And then I
time.
see badly injured, so I think I'm gonna take a swipe at that. Yep, I can.
Mm-hmm. Rushing over the side there. With Gaz facing off against this one, battering in the side, you will hit as well. And a good amount of damage with that. Slinging out with the glaive. And the venom may apply to it. 17 though, will be a success to them.
Right.
That is so cool. It's not automatically rolling the disrupting. That's a toggle on my thing now, and it like went off on these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That was 3 actions, so next.
One of the most updated systems, or basically the most fleshed out Foundry system. Yarmos, over to you.
Number 6 is step down here, then lobs a skunk bomb at the bottom left wyvern.
Mm-hmm. So across the floorboards of the swan boat that has guided you, or swan barge rather. You sling a bomb towards it though, it flies a little bit
I'm gonna
haywire.
reroll it.
Okay. Bomb splashes out one more time, but yeah, unfortunately,
Nope.
it's going to
So
miss.
you're
They're
not-
going to
okay.
take 2.
But still a chance at a bit of sickening.
Would have to roll really, really low. Yeah, it actually does become sickened because it is
Wonderful, and
upgraded by 1.
And then Yormos is going to spend his last action to slather some fresh wyvern poison onto Kiva's weapon.
Okay.
Give them a taste of their own medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is probably the only fight where I can use this today.
Maybe, yeah.
Nice.
So, this one back here, the really sluggish one. Wait for me! It's gonna dive down, speaking in that draconic voice, and we'll go for a simple fangs bite against Parenth. You must be the treasurer to carry all that gold. As it asks, biting into you, Parenth.
I can assure you I am very poor.
Redemption! Enjoy the...
Enfeebled.
Whoa, that did more than I expected?
Yeah, you resisted 11 on them. 9 plus 2 is 11. So with that, they dive down. Hit him, but you call out to defend. Now going over this one, it still has Giraffe grabbed. And with that, it is going to send a stinger around.
Darn, I was hoping he was going to start lifting me up, and I was going to ask if that procced an opportunity attack.
But unfortunately for it, as it slings the stinger out, it feels that weakness, that enfeeblement from Kiba. It's going to not crit.
Ooh.
Only 13 damage to Giraffe, roll with Fortitude save.
It's
35,
35,
easily
so-
pushing there. And then it's going to claw at you one more time, with the other
You
claw.
fool.
missing.
Yarmos secretly gives me doses of wyvern poison when I'm not looking. What makes you think yours would work?
And claws as a turn. And misses there as well. Because it missed and wasn't able to use its action to re-grab you, you're free from the grab on that turn.
Oh, nice.
And as it's still glowing with that retribution from Kiba, it's going to take a little bit of good damage there. Sanctified damage, essentially, as it will be
That's
in
some
the
good
remaster.
damage.
Yeah. 18. They are able to resist it, though. This one here. This one's tougher than the rest. This kobold. It's going to dive a little bit closer to you, Gaz, and make a fang strike against you. Natural 20, I believe, there.
Oh dear.
Bites harshly
Hilarious.
in 46 points of damage.
Classic.
Bites and then claws at you, but misses by 1. As you're thrown back by the bite, you're able to sort of duck away really quickly. This one here still is focused on Parent here. So put yourself out in a little bit of a exposed spot. It's going to make a strike at you, Parent, with its jaws. It will exactly hit with a 7. Dealing a very good amount of damage for those d12s. 27 to you, Parent. You still have your Champion's Resistance on, so it shouldn't be on. You should actually be down.
You're right.
Push it down to 0.
We've got one of them. All the rest of you should give us all your gold. Or at least, an amount we could agree upon.
Sort of sneers at each of you. Offering something. Offering a parley.
You have one of ours, and we have one of yours.
You started this fight.
Well then, we'll just take all of it.
They step there onto the floorboards of the raft here, the barge, and will claw towards Giraffe, which hits. 18 points to Giraffe. That'll be its turn. Gaz, over to you. Taking a nasty hit, but otherwise still holding up.
Gas is going to slide through Kiva's legs over to Paranif.
Mhm.
And give him a bit of a just fix up his boo-boos. Give him a bandage.
Okay. A bit of medicine there. 20 healing. Gets Parent back on his feet.
Kiva should have that one probably fixed, so I will focus my efforts on the one that is pulling Parent.
It's gonna miss
I'll
by
easily take
1,
down.
unfortunately. So you use most of your focus on Parent there. You swing over at that one, but doesn't hit. Giraffe, over to you.
Kill. Double slice.
Okay. Still
So
in
if
the...
you stride 5 feet, you can flank that enemy.
He's
Oh,
grabbed.
shoot.
He's
Oh,
not
you're
very
Wait, is he-
No, I'm not. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna step
Right,
5
there.
feet this way.
Mhm.
And then do the double slice against the one that I'm flanking.
Sure. Burying your blades and critically striking easily on the first.
Would this allow me to do the axe damage to this one on the other side?
No, they have to be adjacent to each other. I let it slide actually last time because they weren't adjacent
Yeah,
to each
I
other.
noticed.
Mm.
I didn't complain.
Hmm. If you don't tell me, and I'm missing it, or I have missed it and I don't want to go back, then I'll let it go by, usually. About some small thing, especially if
Alright.
it benefits you guys. And that's another crit. Double critical strike just cleaving into the back of this one as it focuses more on the right side here. Another 34. It's
And bleed.
near death, and yes, that bleed, so 1d8 from Bloodthirst.
Nice bit of solace after the oozes.
Mm-hmm. That'll be you as you get that flank against them. Now this one's going to dive down onto the deck too, making it quite a bit of a crowded space here. As it does, Yarmos is going to try to bite at you.
Wonderful.
It'll miss by 1 though, because you threw that bomb out and it caught some of the waft of that skunk. Yeah, it's actually not able to hit.
Uh-oh, stinky.
But it will
You deserve
crit
that.
you for that, yeah.
I am not stinky.
Yeah, it smells kind of stinky.
That'll be its turn though. Kiva, the crowded boat, what do you do?
First things first, I'm going to kill this one to the bottom right. Bring my glaive out, and
That will hit. And
So-
17 is not enough.
Ooh. Not a fan. Can I do it with a second? Ooh, reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do it with a second strike? No.
21 is not enough as well. It's sort of
One
keeping
action.
itself away after your first.
I have one action, and Parent is way over there. I'm gonna try to take it down, even with yeah. This is rough. Let's try it anyway.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Yes, there.
we're just rolling fives.
Yeah. As you try and whip your blade out towards them, they've already sort of escaped from your reach on your second and third. Yarmos, over to you.
Yarmus is gonna get his familiar to volley to him an elixir of life and a skunk bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's going to smash this skunk bomb into the face of the the wyvern that tried to bite at him.
Okay, it will make an attack opportunity. 13
well.
does hit you though. They snap at you as you sort of like put yourself in harm's way to smash it in their face. But not the best of a smash. They're sort of pulling their strike as they don't want to get that in their face again. But they still
Right
do.
corner?
Mm-hmm. Right corner would allow it to burst into the other one. Yeah. So this one will be 9. And yeah, the other one takes 2 there. So with that, I'm gonna make them roll a fort. As this skunky bomb splashes onto it, the guy who was a little bit taken up by it rolls a critical strike, or critical against it, and the other one also critically succeeds. So,
Great.
not bringing any more of that to the fight.
In that case, Yarmos is going to finish off by yeah, he's just gonna step up here, I suppose. It's for his turn.
Alright. So, now, with this one still holding itself aloft here, it will fly around to a flank here against, well, Parenth and Gaz. Focus on Gaz here. Goes for a bite. 19 is a crit because of the flank.
Redemption.
He's calling out for redemption against it. Certainly pulls its punches.
Continue the enfeeble and make sure that we still have that 3 good damage persistent.
Yep. There we are. So,
I'll have to edit the description of this maybe.
yeah, I can also, like, do things on my end to make it easier for you. But, well, it should be enfeebled 4. I think it added to the enfeeble last time. Whoops. Either way, that is a hit. As it claws into Gaz a little bit more, taking 10 damage off of him. Now, that'll be their turn. Parent, over to you.
Alright.
Probably don't want to get up.
Does crawling provoke opportunity attacks?
Yes.
I think everything I do will provoke an opportunity attack.
Unfortunately, it will, yeah.
I'm sorry, 1 second.
No problem. Always a good time to consider delaying and seeing if your allies can kill off or some of your threats at least.
I unfortunately think I have to do something now because there's 3 enemies after me.
Mm-hmm.
But both these guys will opportunity attack me, potentially, if I do anything. I'm gonna have to delay. I'll just get killed otherwise.
Okay. Let's delay. We're starting with this one on the left here. It is going to Well, seeing as Giraffe is right here, it's gonna go for another Stinger Strike, actually. Trying to get that poison into him. This would be a critical. Should this one still be enfeebled, though? How long? I think this one shouldn't, actually. You haven't done anything with it for a while. So it should be a critical strike.
Oh no.
Double sixes, maximum
no.
damage, 36 to you, Giraffe. I need a fortitude save for the Stinger's venom coursing into you. But you're able to push through that easily enough, but the Stinger itself still very much hurts. It's going to then make a claw attack. So reaching down with those claws, trying to get them into you, and this will be a hit as well. For another 12 damage, not as much, but it's going to use its third action to automatically grab onto you.
Okay.
Now, over to this one. It being so close to death, it's gonna make a swipe still, or fang, sort of like a quick bite at Kiba. And, well, not wanting to run while its allies are around, actually, it's gonna stay. Won't get as much gold if it runs, or any at all, really. 16 points of damage to Kiba, then it goes for a claw strike, which will miss, but then it's gonna fly up and away a little bit, so like 20 feet this way and then 30 feet up. Just climbing away from the group, sort of biding its time up there. Now, this one here. It also is looking pretty bad for it. So, Gaz, though. Actually, no, Parent. Yeah, it was going bad to Parent.
I'll try anything.
Bites into you. For a total of 20. Which puts you down to 0, unfortunately. Then swipes at Gaz here with a claw. Though we'll actually hit that because of the flank. So Gaz, as it swipes into you, you take 18 points of damage. But this one as well, finding itself a little bit too flanked here, is going to try to fly up and away as well. About
Hey,
20
can I make
feet.
an opportunity attack?
Absolutely.
I was gonna have an opportunity to use quick reversal, but no, he just has to fly away.
Mm-hmm. Well, natural one.
Hold on, no, I'm out of hero points.
Yeah. You're not able to make a good strike at it, just noticing it quickly sort of dashing away from the boat there.
Keep striking them, brothers. They're faltering. We'll have everything from them and a nice meal.
Ow. He takes a bleed. Gaz, feeling a lot of heat here. What do you do?
Well, first off, now that I can actually see him, I can actually heal him. Healer's gloves. Once per day.
Okay, pretty good roll. 16 gets him up.
Second, battle medicine on myself.
Mm-hmm. As you use battle medicine on yourself, though, this one is going to take attack opportunity because of the somatic component of that. And will exact... Why is it?
Oh, he's not
considering you-
flanked.
Not flanking anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's considering you that way. It misses.
Thank goodness. Final action, I will try and... Actually... Kind of wanna... No, wait, I can't, like, partially delay, right? Like, wait until that other wyvern comes swooping in?
No, you would have to do a ready action for that, which is 2 actions.
Okay, yeah, figures. Yeah, I'll strike out at that one in that case.
Mm-hmm. That is going to hit because of the Inspire Courage.
Oh, thank goodness.
Bringing a blow to it. For... Oops, I didn't mean to move it. There we go. 21 damage to it. Okay, so with that, we go over to Giraffe, still held by that one there.
Yeah, it's gonna get double sliced.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really nice move with quick reversal planned out. But no, just had to run.
16 is going to crit it.
That's 3 in a row now, I think.
Mm-hmm. As you cleave into this one, that is going to be 46 points of damage. And it
And
should go into the adjacent.
transferring 14 to this one, I think.
Mhm. Sort of widely swipe into that one there. Slicing and dicing into this first one.
Hey, look,
and,
another
yeah,
crit.
a critical strike. You really don't need these high rolls, but you always
Yes,
roll
I
them.
do!
24 damage.
Don't-
And that one is dead.
And then 4 to this
4 in
other
a
one.
row.
And yeah,
I don't think I'm grabbed anymore.
so you're essentially slicing into two at once, as this one finally is sliced down, falls into the water in a pool of its own blood. We go over to this one here.
Whoa! I still have a third action.
Oh, right, yeah, you do. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. I'm just going to make a map attack against this one.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can get lucky with a bleed.
I'm
Another
not going
crit.
for a 5 in a row.
Not there, though, yeah. You went for it, but didn't play out for you.
I got a crit with the Bloodthirst, so I'm gonna roll for temp hit.
Mm-hmm. Drawing up as much as you can from it.
Slurp.
So,
Now
this
that's
one.
my turn.
How dare you slay our brother?
How dare you try to slay us?
Are you all siblings, or is this a figurative term?
We are family. He was my brother.
Then you
Just
picked the wrong fight.
trying to slice and dice into you, but just cannot hit you at all as you're bringing up your blades in a defensive stance.
He's too sneaky to
Deflecting.
hit me.
Everyone, yeah. Kiba, over to you.
Alright. I'm not exactly the best at ranged combat, unfortunately, so for now, I'm gonna stick with what I do best.
Hmm?
So I still have 1 round remaining on the Inspire Courage.
Parenth is also still delaying in delay mode right now.
Well, I was down. Doesn't that like set me someplace?
For the purposes of it, while you're delaying while down, do you put yourself out of initiative? Yeah, unfortunately, if you delay while and then you go down, you just go back to where the other creature was.
Didn't you like
Civil.
get brought up and then start delaying though?
No, I got downed after I delayed.
But his turn is
We
still
did
up
two
here.
now, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I can heal parent if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay. I will stand my ground and try to fight this injured one over here on the left.
Mhm.
Figure there's no way I can even worry about getting in a flank at this point.
Here was ducks.
Critical strike, in fact.
Oh my gosh.
The armor ducks away. It sort of doesn't see this attack from behind him, slicing him into the flames, burrowing into its hide. Yeah, not a great one. It can move 5 feet if you want to.
No, there's nowhere for me to move it. That's helpful, I think.
Move it
I mean,
overboard.
I was gonna say, can you throw it in the water?
I could.
Only partially, so it'd be flat-footed, it'd be teetering, but not in the water.
Huh.
They get flat-footed.
It would be flat-footed though? Huh.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess move it south.
Okay. So it's sort of, as you slice into it, you sort of get it caught in your blade and yank it in that direction as well.
Follow up.
That will certainly hit. Go for the damage. For another 18. Yeah, that was actually looking your death as well. You guys are making short work of them, though, but having some trouble yourself. Sorry, Kiba, was there one more action?
Yeah, there's some more.
Hmm.
I'm normally going for a third strike is kind of a poor choice, but why not?
Can see where it goes. It's sickened and flat-footed, but you would have to roll a little bit higher than that.
Yeah.
Alright, Yarmos.
Yarmos takes a step up, and then, as he's quite used to by now, feeds a elixir of life to parent.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need this shade thrown at me. Okay. 30 healing to Parenth. It's a much better spot,
but this one's turn is up first. Sorry, anything else? Gummers?
And he's going to valet into his hands a skunk bomb and another elixir of life, and that's it for his turn.
Alright, going over to this one here. It's gonna start by continuing its assault on Gaz there. Natural 1 to start with, though. As you duck away under one of the swan boat's wings,
I like
it's
it.
just cleaving into it, not doing much at all with these strikes. Actually, no, on the third strike it would have flown to keep itself aloft. It's not stupid enough to allow itself to just fall.
Ain't that pretty?
By the way, yeah, it does nothing there. Parent, feeling a little bit better, a little bit more, maybe capable. What do you do?
Well, this guy's in front of him.
You've got 30 HP, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna cast a 3-action magic missile from my staff.
Okay, you will be struck by the fangs of this one, or at least try to. Will be a hit. As you're struck there, 21.
All that work is gone.
Hey,
I'm
That
gonna
nice
send 2 bolts each at each of the near death ones.
okay. You should split the bolts out. Let's do the first 2 at the top and then go counterclockwise. 5 and 3. A bit of extra oomph into this one, but it's not dying yet.
Unfortunate.
3 and 4, total of 9 to this one. It also holds up itself.
Oh my gosh, I should have not split it this way. The last 2 against the one flying.
3 and 6 is plenty, actually, to destroy this one at the very least. It was very weak after the strikes it got. So it falls.
You guys have got this, right? That's my turn.
Yeah, you were
Okay.
working on it.
Let me remove these guys from initiative here. 1 second. It's easier going. There we go. We're gonna go over to this one up here.
Here, foes. Well, there's more gold for the rest of us then.
It's going to make a powerful dive towards Giraffe here.
Oh joy.
So, as it's diving into you, it's going to make a claw strike. And with this,
Whew.
it will be a
Okay.
regular hit, not a critical strike.
Does this count as 15 feet for me?
Giraffe is
Uh,
15.
the enemy.
And they are 15, yeah. Because they come down to, yeah.
Oop. There we go. Apply that one. We are enfeeble and persistent 3 good.
Mm-hmm. So, let me add that good damage as well. There we go, that sort of sanctification, sort of lashing back at it for daring to strike at him. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it allows him to, as a free action, grab onto Giraffe, and it is then going to use Punishing Momentum to fly half of its speed.
Hey, if it's moving within my range, can I make an opportunity attack?
Yeah, it's sort of like, as it's moving, as it's lifting you up off the ground, because it moves you along with it. But yeah, you can still make the strike.
This is humorous.
As it tries to carry you away, you're able to cleave into its ankle there. Roll damage. And with 20 damage on it, it falters and falls, screeching into the water, not carrying you much farther as it dies.
That was close. That was actually getting scary.
So with that one dead, there's only a few remaining. Gaz, we start with you.
I'll leave the bottom one to keep up, probably.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I mean,
It
I
goes
should-
before me.
Yeah, it goes before him.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I will be. Well, Draft is actually also coming up next, and he is probably guaranteed to hit it at this
Okay.
point.
Okay.
I will be trying to take out the one that's next to Parent because he is a squishy boy.
Mm-hmm. blast against it, but will fail as it swerves out of the way.
That is incredibly annoying. I will try again.
Mm-hmm. Sorry for going overtime, guys. I hope it's not too late for you guys as you're playing.
It's fine.
Okay,
It's
we can
alright
finish up
right
this
now.
combat. Miss there, though.
Number 3.
And one more attempt, 13. Well, could have used that earlier on those. It's going to miss. See, throughout these punches, it's sort of focusing on its defense, swerving away, doing what it can to avoid these strikes. Now, Giraffe, over to you.
Alrighty, I'm going to step and double slice. I want to make sure it dies.
That is a hit. 17 points of damage. And that is enough to kill
okay.
it already. So
That's my turn then.
You raise the other weapon, but it's already faltered. So with that one slain, it's only one remaining. Kibo, over to you.
If you wait until after my turn, I'm going to skunk it, and that might help you with your hit.
My aura broke everything for a few seconds.
Yeah, the auras are. I think it's an old aura. That's why it's doing that. I don't know. I need to clean out this game, this world here, because it's been really slow recently. But anyway.
Sure, I'm willing to wait until after you.
Yeah.
I'll take my turn after yours.
That doesn't actually take off your inspiration, right?
Right. So it's +1 on the attack.
Yeah.
Go for the attack.
Okay. Right. So Yarmos, one hand heals parents with another elixir of life.
Delicious.
Cherry flavored elixir of life. 28 healing.
Darn it, now I want to drink a health potion. I
And
want to go drive somewhere, get a cherry soda. Imagine it's a health potion. I might do that tomorrow, because it's late now. Wait, hold on. I'm going to check if a soda place in my area is open.
Roll damage there as you hit it with the skunk bomb.
I can't wait for the next tier of bombs. Jesus Christ. This damage is so
Blast.
sad.
6 damage there. As it is, alchemists are way more about debilitation and helping their allies and doing everything they can.
Till a second.
Not a lot of damage though, especially not as Well, I mean, if you get your poisons in, either way, that is a success. So they're sickened.
And then Yarmos is gonna use small action to valet his crossbow and another weapon poisons into his hands. That's it for his turn.
Mm-hmm. So over to this one.
May I take my turn, please?
Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm.
Okay. King the Song of Victory. The regular one, we don't need to linger this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see what happens when I use my glaive.
Well, natural 20
Oh.
happens.
Oh.
And pretty good rolls there too. 50 points of damage right into its chest.
It hit
Burns.
right in the heart.
We're still up? Okay.
Still up though.
Let me try to change that.
Seven
Oh,
of
I was
dice.
really hoping for a second 20.
Yeah, not happening there.
Okay. Now you can go.
Reels from the first strike. And at this point, looking at the rest of you,
I'm not dying here. I swear my revenge upon you. Damn insects.
he's gonna try to fly away. Which I don't believe anyone has dexterity, so 60 feet per fly speed. It goes 180 feet, streaming across the water, out of reach of anything. That'll be the end of the encounter.
It's within one of my range improvements.
I can do stuff to it still.
If you guys want to, you have 1 round.
Alright. How many feet exactly?
It is right where it is. So if you measure from yourself, it is
Okay.
136 feet from you.
Gotcha. Oh, it's worth a shot.
Hand crossbow 34 does hit, actually.
not a lot of damage, but it does have poison on it.
Blink off a shot, hoping that the poison takes hold of it.
Also, maybe
It
he'll
does
roll
fail
like really
because it is
badly.
sickened, so it takes 1d6 plus 1 if you want to roll that.
Maybe he'll also roll really badly on his 1d10 plus 3s that I'm doing for him, persistent.
Mm-hmm. It takes 5 damage there. Yeah, what the hell? Let's roll the 1d10. That would be 10 damage. Yeah, it rolls really bad on that. And then extra 3. It looks really, really hurt at this point. And then parents. Place the burst over there.
It has a 500-foot range, okay?
Yeah.
If I would be more upset if these weren't like horribly evil creatures that are intelligent and swearing vengeance and stuff like that.
Yes. As you sling this fireball off, it just bursts on the side of one of the cliffs as it's trying to fly by. 29 damage. Rocks and stuff falls on it. It is burned by the fire. It falls dead, sort of crashing into the water below.
Should we check out their nests to see if they had any treasure?
Of course. They were trying to steal ours, so they must have some.
Yeah.
I consent.
So, making it quick for the end of the session so you guys can see this loot. You guys make your way with the barge over to those cliffs and then, climb up. It's easy enough with these cliffs, especially following the expert. And it's a small little, cavern here. It's enough to fit 5 of them, but then you see a little bit of a, not really a pile of gold. There's a few knickknacks here, silverware, pouch of silver, small bag of green spinels. But what it does have is a +2 glowing maul.
Oh, this horde is kind of pathetic.
Well, they were pathetic.
Seems to be stamped with the Essian coat of arms. Some sort of faraway adventurer came here and died. With a scroll of sending also amongst them. And wyvern
The mall is
treasures.
exciting because that's a second +2 room. Oh,
Yeah.
We should put that on Perrin's staff.
Hey, I'm gonna throw you off a cliff.
I just can't wait until I can get that +2 off the other weapon onto my glaive.
Yeah, what does that take? Just crafting checks?
Takes a day with the proper sort of blacksmithing, tools. So basically,
Remember
back it
that?
down.
Remember that early bandit with the ballista that we killed?
Yeah.
With the ballista?
Yeah, I'm considering grabbing like a backpack ballista or like backpack catapult just to be spiteful and say I can do something now.
Suddenly very loud, Nix, actually.
Oh, excuse me.
No, it's okay. But, hey, yeah. Well done, guys. That'll be the end of our session. And, of course, thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the little technical difficulty there. Really annoying when the internet cuts out for like 20 minutes, and yeah. But either way, came back, we got back into it, and now the party just stands right outside of Mordecai's tomb, as you could probably imagine by the black smoke rising from it. But yeah, hope you guys had a good time, and Kiba, you stream?
That's right. I am Chris, the player of Kiba, and I stream on Twitch at Captain Kobold. I'm dropping a link just there we go. I stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. A retro streamer going about 6:00 p.m. on Central Time on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Come check it out sometime. Have a good time.
Mm-hmm. And as always, all the maps that you saw today, and will continue to see, are my creations. So even this map here, which is technically a remake, but they didn't bother to remake the map on this, so this map is terrible without it being remade like this. So I recommend using my map for this encounter, this scene here. Otherwise, it's pretty bad. It's like 150 feet per square, which is stupid. So, that being said, hope you guys had a good time, and we'll see you next week. See ya.
Take care.
Nah.
So long.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.